Okay, let's dive in. The pace of change in I mean, it feels relentless, doesn't it?
It really does.
And you always wonder, well, who's actually driving this? Who's at the wheel?
Exactly. And, the stories we usually hear might not cover everyone involved or all the places where things are happening.
Right. So what we have here are some really interesting details about an upcoming event. It's described as a historic meeting focused specifically on women in AI down in Colombia.
Mm-hmm. And our mission for this deep dive is, well, just to unpack the key info from these source materials we've got,
Okay.
figure out what this event really signifies for AI, for inclusion, especially
Okay.
in that region. And we're sticking only to what's in these sources.
Got it. So
Wow.
let's paint a picture.
Mhm.
The event. It's the Women in AI Conference 2025.
And the sources frame it immediately as pretty important. The very first major meeting of women in AI in Colombia. It's happening Saturday, May 31st, 2025.
May 31st. Good date to note. And the location is the Bogota Chamber of Commerce, Chapinero headquarters. The address is CL 67 at tag 832.
Oh.
And it runs, 8 a.m. all the way to 7 p.m.
Yeah, a full day. Sounds packed, right?
Definitely.
The sources named Valeria Soler as the lead organizer, and what jumps out is how many hats she wears, according to this info.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, lead organizer for the conference, ambassador of women in AI Colombia, and the material points out this is the first chapter in South America.
Okay. Yeah.
And she also leads the Bogota Hub Young AI Leaders, which is part of AI for Good by ITU.
That's quite a portfolio. Suggests she's really embedded in that ecosystem. The sources also give a bit about her background, what drives her.
They do. Describes her as an AI strategist, community builder, an ecosystem connector. Her experience apparently covers public policy, deep tech startups, academia.
So a broad base.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
And the sources present that as key to, bringing different people together in AI.
And her motivation. What's the driving force mentioned?
Well, the material really emphasizes her focus on making AI inclusive, ethical, impactful, especially, it seems, for underrepresented communities.
Right.
It mentions democratizing access, creating opportunities for young leaders, basically building AI that serves, well, everyone, not just a select few.
And this conference, it feels like the sources really position it as the why, the significance. There's this powerful line quoted.
Oh, yeah.
It says the conference is proof that we are here, we do exist and matter, and we deserve a place at the table of technological decisions.
Wow. Yeah, that's a strong statement quoted there. It makes the event sound like more than just a meeting. It's about visibility, relevance, and it's backed by the Women in AI Colombia network. The sources say they've built up this community, over 400 women across the country, empowering them through education, mentorship, career opportunity.
So on who's coming? The description of attendees sounds incredibly broad.
Yeah, the sources list leaders, experts, sure, but also mothers, educators, entrepreneurs, CEOs, presidents, executives, artists, dreamers, strategists.
A real mix.
Academics, creators,
Yeah.
basically anyone using AI to transform society. That diversity seems to be a key highlight in the material.
So a wide range of voices. What does the conference itself offer, according to the sources?
It's described as a powerful, purposeful, progressive, and freedom experience. Specifics include WAI Talks, that's WAI Talks, featuring women changing AI in Colombia and Latin America.
Okay. WAI Talks.
Plus networking spaces designed for collaboration. And interestingly, a mention of collaboration with Metaverse WP.
So touching on virtual spaces, too.
Seems like it, and the core message repeated in the sources is pretty clear. The future is designed from today, and women are leading that change. It connects individual action to this bigger movement.
So zooming out from the specifics, the takeaway from these sources seems clear. This conference is positioned as a really significant moment, recognizing, empowering women in AI, not just in Colombia, but potentially influencing wider Latin America.
That's definitely the impression the material gives. So for you listening, maybe think about this. What does an event like this, gathering such a diverse group of women in AI in Colombia, tell you about where AI development is actually heading globally? And maybe more importantly, who is shaping it?
Yeah, it probes a really interesting final thought. How does including these diverse voices, like the ones highlighted by this conference, how might that fundamentally change the kinds of AI we build, the problems we try to solve, and who actually benefits in the end?